Sure.
As you were talking about an assignment, uh, Andre tweeted about KTB this week about fighting and working it. What if I just sent him to go work because he won't leak shit?
Up to you. I'd say as long as everyone else on the case is good on that, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't. Well, right now it's been just me. I haven't seen really Jax.
I think Coyote as well.
For KTB?
Yeah.
Let me talk to him about it then.
Easy. I like the idea. You're talking about UC work?
Essentially, yeah. Just to see what info he'd gather.
I trust it. Just as long as it's monitored.
Diaz, come over here.
All right. Sorry about that, Angel.
Okay.
I am good to go. What's up?
So I don't remember if I originally called you or if you called me at this point.
Oh, you called me. I also got a text from Daisy. Unfortunately, you know, when you wake up, you don't really see what's unread, so I didn't see it till after Tsunami. But she asked if we had found any other information, and we did. Specifically, Forehead and Bjorn being in contact with the same number that we don't know about, both of which the day before start to make contact with said number. We have suspicions as to who
Yes, I'd like
it
a ride.
But we have not yet had the opportunity to
sit in the trunk. Yeah, no problem, guys.
Figure out who it is, but yeah.
Got it. Okay, so that's concerning information.
Yeah.
Gonna be honest with you, I kind of just want to figure out like what we need to do from here on out. Because it's been like 4 days now, I believe, and I feel like we need to make a decision somewhat soon.
Honestly, I trust y'all's decision at the end of the day, right? Like, I think while we can't, I don't think we can like conclusively say, give me like, I probably need like, I'd like to talk through it, if today, if possible. I think I'm concerned my ADHD and a million things that I'm also thinking of in my brain right now is gonna make me just blurt out an opinion without it being my opinion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I understand. That makes sense to me. Well, then I guess mull it over and think about it, because I'm kind of trying to figure out whether, from my understanding, I think he wants to go to the LSPD. I'm not entirely certain on that. Maybe I misunderstood like the conversation I had with Rhodes and Fred yesterday, but I know he was talking to them. So I feel like if we just unsuspend him and let him transfer, we could just make it their problem, I suppose. But if I do that, then nothing's going to happen to him. So it's kind of like me doing that would be deciding to pass the buck, essentially. You know?
Yeah, there was, I mean, look, I'm going to be rather forward. I was exceptionally, I think it's fucking brain dead for the chief of police having enough context clues. Did I tell you what occurred?
Not really, no.
Oh, so
when you told me some of it, but you wouldn't know all the nitty-gritty details, you know.
So, you know, last we had left off, we were pretty undecided, and we're gonna, you know, go from there, right? Let Daisy cook, look into what the findings may be. Well, the next day, while I'm in the middle of like a million other things, you know, Pred was demanding to know what's going on with Bjorn. And I said, you know, we can loop you in. Let's set up a meeting with, you know, Angel and company. They're, because I'm not going to speak on behalf of what y'all are doing. I think it's unprofessional. And nor do I want to be disclosing information unilaterally. That's just not my vibe.
Sorry.
He didn't like the answer. Said, why can the chief of police not know? I said, you weren't here, right? And, you know, and they're not here, which is why you don't have it. Like, you know, common sense. So I'm like, listen, let me call you back. Let me see, you know, if I can get in touch. And I think that's maybe when I may have sent you a note or the sheriff. An hour later, Ruth and I are knee deep in some serious shit, and this guy is chasing us down in his police car. And now being like, I'm going to hire him if you don't tell me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, brother, you have enough context clues. I'm sure there isn't some sort of like, you know, look, there's a lot of nasty things I can say, but you know,
Sorry.
there's enough context clues that he knows to just fucking be patient. So at that point I said, go set up a meeting with Angel. We'll be here. And you know, with them present, you know, we'll chat. And he didn't want that. So he then called Ruth another hour later saying he was gonna hire him. And we're just like, bruh, like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Yeah. And so I gave him a call and I essentially told him, you know, I know you're acting a bit, but right now, if you're deciding to unilaterally make decisions pertaining to an active investigation, you're going to be obstructing. And he goes, how's that obstruction? And
yeah, I do remember hearing that too.
And so I said, look, he's like, I'm going to hire him. And I'm like, all right, listen, man, if you want to play that game, I'm down. And he goes, did you hear that, Bjorn? There's like, I don't recall what he said, but he effectively told Bjorn what's going on. Right?
What the hell?
Yes. And I'm like,
what?
Bruh, yes.
Is this guy fucking...
yes.
This guy actually like fucking... like, what the fuck, dude?
I don't think he ever, you know...
Okay.
Yeah, so at that point, I'm just like, this is not a cop. This is someone that everything's about him. You know, for me, it was troubling because there's two things happening, right? There's three things happening. One is there's people investing time into this, right? And he's unilaterally deciding to take control of it, right? And I don't...
Sorry.
Oh, God, I'm going to be dead. I'll talk to you
no, Brian, no.
after a second. I might be alive. I'm alive.
Don't die, Brian.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, thank
One
God.
is the effort people have already invested into it, right? Let them do their job, Daisy and others, right? It's nasty doing that. The second is this is a real problem, right? This is no different than, you know, in the middle of the besties raid, if I called up and gave them comms or whatever, like, it's just not cool. And the third is, you know, it's just, I don't know, man. It was, it kind of puts Bjorn in a shitty position because I think we're doing two things. Is he guilty? But at the same time, you know, if he's not, we can't make him feel a certain way. So it just kind of adds to, you know, adds to that pressure. So, you know, at the end of it, you know, we took a report of it and, you know, his time is limited if he continues down this road. So
yeah, I can agree with that.
Yep.
Well, I'm honestly kind of at a really shitty just like crossroads in this whole deal because with Pred inserting himself like he normally does, it kind of really complicates things.
It does, yeah.
Because, you know, even if we are to provide some form of consequences here, Pred just wants to seemingly override them, to be the good guy, you know, to be the hero here, because he likes to make things about himself. So what ultimately can we even do here, you know? I don't think we have enough to actionably, you know, push any criminal charges, but it is enough for us to be incredibly dubious and suspect of his intentions and motivations here, you know? So
I don't disagree, and I what you're saying exactly what it is. It's already, the pool's already been poisoned. And so even if there is no discipline, Bjorn's gonna feel a certain way, right? And unfortunately, even the most basic accountability, which is, hey, if you have investigative information about a fucking prison break, like bring it up to command.
yeah,
I would
exactly.
say the minimum of that should be done. And at the end of the day, you know, let them keep doing what they're doing. I mean, like, it ain't gonna last. So.
Sure. Well, I'm leaning more towards unsuspending him, letting the transfer go through, and passing everything over to LSPD and just letting them deal with it at this point because they clearly seem invested in it. The only issue I have with this is this basically just means there will be no consequences for whatever the hell he's been getting up to. But I don't really see another way forward here because we don't have enough to take any other action, really.
I think the only thing remaining, and transparently, it's been a shit show since this weekend, so it kind of slowed us down, is there is that one phone number that we need to identify. And like I said, I'm going to show you exactly what it is I see. I'm going to send you a code.
Sure.
But you will see Forehead and both him are in communication with some number. My suspicion, I'll tell you my running theory right now. I think that Jaeger is actually in communication with both Forehead and Bjorn, right?
Yeah, you think this unknown number is Jaeger's?
Correct. And the conclusion can simply be made because most of the numbers we already know. So there's no way there would not have been communication with Jaeger's number, right?
Right.
Does that make sense? Like there's not like there's like 3 or 4 unknowns. It's a singular number. This number, with the extent of the subpoena lengths that we have, has abruptly shows up the day before. And those same numbers are being called during the 3 to 5:30 p.m. time span. So there's something there, but I agree with you. Even if it turns out to be Jaeger's, there's not going to be any direct evidence of wrongdoing. Yeah. Right?
It's just, raises the red flags and alarm bells, but nothing more than that.
Exactly.
Because we don't know the content of what they're saying.
Unless something popped up in the future, like I think this is a monitor thing at this stage. I think the right thing was done regardless, because even a suspension and a, hey, we're suspicious of you, if there was wrongdoing, it at least sends a message, right?
Yeah,
so,
it does. Well, then I think I think we really do only have one way forward then. And we can continue monitoring him in the LSPD quite easily, actually. So it means I'm going to be spending a lot more attention keeping up with him and checking what he's doing.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think he might get a little bit more. I think that's the way to approach it. And look, we're going to be there too. If he is in any way, I think the target was Matthew Colby. I think Lang was simply a bonus. But I can confirm that the Faceless was definitely behind it because I have evidence.
Sure.
They told him pretty much.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. I guess that kind of solves that part of the equation.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we got a decision here. Yeah, I think, he spent his time suspended. Personally, I think it's just like, hey, man, when there's something critical happening, like it is important for you to let command know, right? For this very reason. And I hope you walk away with understanding that lesson, right? As for the unwritten reports, I mean, that's, probably something worth bringing up. And,
well, that is actually a huge issue. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. I completely forgot about that part.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that part too. That'll probably come in the form of either DAPS or another suspension, or we'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Brian.
Yep. I would say one thing that for your benefit, I don't think it would be out of line to mention to him that the way that it needed to be conducted in keeping in the dark is because the last time we investigated someone in BCSO that may have been part of the Faceless, aka Barrick Johnson, and I would just say his name straight up, is that their name was dragged through the mud. So we didn't want that to happen to him, right? No announcements, no 311s. That shit's fucking AIDS. So and hopefully he recognizes
unfortunately,
that.
people found out that he was suspended today, so I told them that he's spending time on a farm. He's gonna be having a great time on the farm. So they do know that much at least.
Wait, why'd you say that? That means you got executed somewhere.
Well, I mean, like, I didn't know what else to say. I was trying to come up with an excuse. And they were like, well, I heard that Bjorn got suspended. What happened and why? And I'm like, well, you see, guys, Bjorn's at a farm. He's having a great time running in the fields. He'll come back soon enough. You'll be happy. That's what I told them. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad, throwing him under the, LSPD under the bus to,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're lying, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. So, all right. Well, I can do that. Hey, one more thing, by the way. I created a new the category of reports at Rhodes and Pred's request. because they want us to be able to communicate stuff between the heads of the departments without everyone's captains getting their grubby hands all over it.
Okay.
So apparently there's already a report category that was created for it, but whatever. I've made a new one anyways, and I updated everyone's permission. It is called Department Head Reports. There's another one called Unified High Command Reports, but I don't think you're included on that one, so I'm probably just going to delete that category. And we'll just do Department Head Reports as the one, because that's what they requested I make. So that's where we put stuff that like we want to communicate to each other, and we want to have it in writing. The justices can't see it right now. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying they can't, but right now they don't. It's just for us, and we can put stuff in there that we want to keep top secret confidential, but we still want to update each other on. So
there is a audit that I am doing soon around that. We just haven't gotten around to it because of the leaks and because I don't want anyone can be corrupt, right? So there is one entrusted administrator. If there are any concerns surrounding people talking about things that they shouldn't, do not hesitate to let us know, because we are very much looking into it. I know I'm being vague here, but I'm trying not to point fingers because there are suspected to be multiple parties.
Yeah, I know. It's better to be vague sometimes than not when it comes to things like this. I don't have an issue with that at all.
Yep.
I will let you know if I have any suspicions right now.
Awesome.
I do have some thoughts, but
okay.
I'd rather tell you in person in a different
absolutely.
way. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate the good work that you're doing, Brian. Thank you for catching me up to date.
Yep.
Oh, one more thing, actually. There's I noticed on our reports there's this new thing called internal communication. What the fuck's going on with that?
What is that?
I don't know. Someone added internal communication. Yeah. I talked to Maxwell about it, and she said that a marshal and a justice told her that because our reports were not tagged as internal communication, they were therefore foiable. And I said, I'm sorry, I think the person that you're talking to is a fuck. And then I kind of left it at that. But I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on with this.
It looks like Blunt made it. Internal government communication. What is this? Oh, this is under. Oh, this is fucking Gunnar Kane shit. This goes back from the 8th. Yeah, so I'm gonna anything that Gunnar Kane did was probably.
Well, this was just changed today though, Brian.
Wait, I only see 4.
Go to your reports and then go to your search and look by category. And look at command reports and high command reports.
Oh, wait. Internal government. Wait, I'm looking at something different. Wait, maybe I don't see it.
Yeah, you're looking at something different. I'm talking about the report category name has been changed. Maxwell told me it's because a justice and a marshal informed her that if it's not tagged as in MDT as internal government communication, it's foiable. And I said that's fucking stupid, because that would therefore mean that literally every single thing, including everything in the judge channels, is foiable, which is not.
I'm gonna be that guy. Maxwell is the worst communicator, and she's a stirrer. So, I'll I literally took all the justices' privileges away already, so I don't think any of that is true. It would be counter to what we just did.
Right, I know, but also because what
is she saying? Someone said
she's saying that the marshal and the justice informs her that so basically they're having a dispute on the docket. I want to go read it.
No. This is some dumb fuck stirring. Okay, let me rip off the Band-Aid. This probably has something to do with. Okay. Oh my God. I gotta just chill one day and tell you what's been going on.
I'd like to hear.
There is
honestly.
an active investigation in which we are currently working on, and there is a lot of dumb fuckery, which I'm assuming this is where it's stemming from. And unfortunately, this new IA is actually just a cover-up unit. Because Bill Mays is a complete.
That's what they've always fucking been.
And on top of that, it's got Maxwell the paladin at the front of it, overseeing it. So
yeah, Maxwell is literally the last person that you'd put in an internal investigation
Yeah.
position. She's literally like the main protector of everyone.
Yeah, so I would be extremely. I understand some of what this context is, but I think someone is being grossly misquoted.
Yeah. She wanted me to look at the docket posting for more information, and I was going to do that.
Yes, you're getting stirred into getting upset. I think is the angle.
Sure. All right. I don't like it when people stir me like that, which is why I like to get to the bottom of things.
Yeah,
you know?
It pisses me off too. There is. It's so fucking dumb. I'm like, this is giving me a headache. Like, this is. Now I have to think about whether that's an issue or not. That they're even talking about it.
I don't think so. Just if it is true that a justice said that, I mean, they're just wrong because the legislation doesn't even support that. So
there's a lot of, let's just say there's a lot of corruption happening, and some people don't realize they're being corrupt.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of
what's the difference between corruption and just being a fucking
that's being utilized.
Sure.
Let me think about this. Can I talk about this topic? SASM is currently looking over a docket case in which there are allegations from two parties. Any communication surrounding that probably isn't in the best interest of either party to be bringing up with others until wrongdoing is found or not found. At the end of the investigation, the director of the marshals will get in contact with Angel to explain some of the circumstances surrounding it. But given that is both a active court case and an active investigation, I rather not, provide you the headache.
I understand. I mean, that was a very polite way of putting it. So.
Yep, absolutely.
That works to me. That's fine.
All right.
Well, I'm eagerly looking forward to the update on this one. Then I can't wait to hear that.
What I can say is, it's probably not a good idea to put evidence into a command report.
Definitely not. No, I mean, that's been an issue for a while.
And then being surprised if there is a court order, and I'm only speaking on what's on the docket.
Yeah, what I can see.
Asking for the production of said thing, but rather if there is a internal complaint, it should be referencing the report.
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
Oh, how did you do this job? How did you do this job a year ago? I don't.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It's very, very difficult. And I was also trying to string together the Department of Justice. All the justices quit on me, and I couldn't do the job. That's why I quit. I couldn't run everything all at once. It was just too much for me.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm glad to see someone like you in there, because it makes me happy to see the position getting what it deserves without unnecessary pushback from people.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm just glad to see things thriving,
Yeah, it's we're struggling with shift 1 with hiring, but we'll get there eventually. But I'm enjoying it. If there's a problem, I got interest. So.
Well, I think that you've honestly been doing a really wonderful job, and I do see a lot of marshals showing up and showing interest that I would not have expected to see. So it's just good to see people coming around. And truthfully, it doesn't matter if there's not that many in shift 1. Because what matters is that they're just around and doing the work day to day.
Yes, right? I mostly am desperate for someone like effectively a number 2 in the shift. Because dealing with the administrative hurdles is probably the biggest thing pressing down on me. But
getting a number 2 is going to be fucking really, 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 really hard to do.
We're getting close, though. We just interviewed someone. There's another guy coming through, and I'm going to force him to...
what do you want her to be, like your paperwork bitch?
I wouldn't say that. Rather, I make every marshal be self-sustaining. So they all got their own cases, but they got to back each other up. But more like directorially, right? So like, if someone's like, "Hey, blah 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 blah," I'm like, "Yo, go do this," right? Like, and they'll take on the case, right? Someone
that can just help direct things for you and run them while you're not looking and paying attention and stuff.
Exactly that. Or
well, listen, I bet you'll be able to find someone like that. But you better not take any of my lovely deputies from BCSO, okay? 'Cause I need them all right now.
I will be transparent, and I'm not going to lie to you about this. Nakota, I need him.
Well, he doesn't do anything.
He's not going to come around anyways, right?
But he doesn't do anything with us anyway. I will be honest.
I will never take someone like Riker or Bean or these individuals because I need BCSO to thrive too. Because if you guys fall apart, I have no local department that I could even remotely trust, right? On the serious shit.
But if BCSO falls apart, then you'll have me joining you by your side and harassing them into being complying. So
you're not wrong. Okay.
So it wouldn't be the end of the world. But I'd like BCSO to at least thrive while I still have my name attached to it at least. You know what I mean?
100%.
When I leave, then things can fall apart.
Now, if some of them start bringing in cousins, I can't control that.
And now that is something out of your control, and that is what it is.
All right. I will look into this internal thing anyways, just to see if there's any credence to it. But other than that, anything comes up, my line's open. So
I'm going to catch up with his docket post and see what kind of things Mace has been doing on the docket. Because I think this is going to be entertaining to read.
Yep. Easy. All right.
All right. Well, you take care, Brian. Best of luck.
Take care.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
How you doing?
Good. Just